Hello again. Now that we're familiar with NumPy and NumPy, we're ready to learn how to store data into text files. To do so, we'll explore the capabilities of the NumPy function. Just like last time, we'll begin by importing the dataset we'll use in this lecture. Since the file is the same, we can just reuse the code from earlier. All right. So, the NumPy function helps store NumPy datasets in text files in either TXT or CSV format. The syntax is once again very familiar to the one used for NumPy and NumPy, so we can reuse the following code. However, there are a few additional components we need to add. The first one is the extension of the file we're creating. In other words, we need to specify whether it's a CSV or a TXT before the method sets it up. Let's opt for .txt in this example. Next, we need to specify the format of the data we're recording. Since we know our current dataset consists of only strings, we'll use the format specifier for string values, %s. In case you need to alter this for a particular dataset, you can have a look at the documentation by holding the Shift key and pressing the Tab button twice. If we go down to FMT, we'll see what sorts of values we can pass to this argument with a few examples. However, to get a better idea of what values to input, we need to scroll down to the additional notes. We see there's information on flags, width, precision, and specifiers with further details about each one. Among the specifiers, we see that C is for characters, D or I is for decimal integers, and further down, we notice that S is for strings. Lastly, we need to specify what the delimiter of this text file will be. Common ones include commas, colons, and semicolons based on what region of the world you're in. In this case, we'll stick with the comma as our preferred choice. So, after running the cell and saving the values, we want to see if we've been successful in achieving our goal. Unlike the save and saves, savetxt requires importing the file rather than loading it. This means that we'll have to rely on the generate from txt function we used at the beginning of the video. Then we once again print the data and see the same dataset we displayed several times in the previous two lessons. To make sure the savetxt function has the same output as the previous two, let's load the NumPy we created a few minutes ago. And use the NumPyArrayEqual function to compare the two arrays. We see that they are identical, so both functions result in equivalent results. The difference is, savetxt stores the data in a format that is widely used and can be opened by many text editors, like Notepad++, while save is limited to NumPy. However, these restrictions have enabled NumPy files to be much more efficient in terms of loading speeds and memory usage. At the same time, they also manage to keep the format intact. Hence, when using NumPy and saving data, it's important to know how to use both approaches. During the last few lectures, we learned all about working with different types of files, what their characteristics are, how we can import and save them. It's time to move on with the next section. Thanks for watching.